been through this.
Shut
All
up.
right. Is the correct response.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
You wasn't ready for it.
No.
You just said, "Can we get started?"
Yeah, then you didn't get started, so I started thinking about the fact that I drank my coffee before the episode started, that I got ready for the episode, so now I haven't got a drink. And then you just blindsided me.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you make your coffee, and then I've had to warm mine up as well. Just warm mine up.
Mine's,
That's it.
I drank it. It's just I got nothing.
I guess
else.
that's the difference between me and you. I can wait because I know I'm going to need this later, so I leave mine.
No, because you know you're going to be late.
I think you know that I'm going to be late as well.
I
I don't think
presume
it's just me that knows I'm going to be late.
you're gonna be like, well, you messaged me at the time the podcast was about to start today, so I thought, okay, he's ready. And then he started rinsing your hair.
I'm pretty sure you know that if my first message comes to you as the podcast starting, that means I'm just woken up.
Yeah, so I thought, all right, ready, let's go.
Yeah. All right, had a good week.
No, just boring.
Just boring, right?
Each day is the same as the last.
Yeah, that's just what everyone wants to hear. Just for future, if anyone asks you that in future, don't tell them the truth. Make something up.
All right. I had fun putting my Christmas tree up and
Oh yeah.
went for a run and stuff. And then on one of the other days, I went and played rugby, and then felt really tired the next day.
Nearly Christmas, isn't it? You can't believe it, can you? Just getting to get a few bits and bobs left now, you know.
Can't believe it. Seems like only yesterday it was last Christmas, doesn't it? It's funny how fast it comes around, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm still processing 2019.
Oh, bloody hell, I bet you
nearly
are.
2022.
You save up all year just to have your money go round and round again. Bloody hell. Mind you, it's a good job we got it, otherwise it'd just be miserable and cold for a few months, wouldn't it?
That's true. You know what?
Fills a void.
That's what I started doing that Christmas, isn't it?
Well, up north in Scandinavia.
Yeah. It gets well cold, dark there.
Mind you, it's just weird here because it's really warm.
It's true. Yeah, it is quite warm. It is weird. That was the first thing that I did think was weird, was just how warm it was at Christmas. But I guess Australians would be used to that because it's always warm over there.
Yeah, but it's really sad actually. It's like in that song, isn't it, where it goes, and there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time.
That is honestly the worst thing anyone's ever made. Honestly, that's so bad. I can't believe that got made. It's unbelievable.
It's appallingly ignorant, isn't it?
Yeah, for people that are trying to say that they're like woke, they're who I'm sure saying that they're woke and
the woke of their day.
The woke of the woke of their day. Unbelievable. What are you talking about? What are you? As if you. I mean, imagine.
That's real ignorance, isn't it? Because some people know, but they just don't. They just choose to ignore it. Actually don't understand. They actually just don't get it.
Yeah.
And all when you watch the video, like they're all just trying to show who's putting the most effort in.
Yeah,
they don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, they really don't care about anyone in Africa. They just care about their own careers.
And you got Paul Weller, who you never hear, just going like this. He must have been thinking, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
Yeah, but he still did it though, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you heard his new? Is it his new song or is it Sting's new song? One of them's got a weird song that doesn't sound anything
Sting.
like.
Probably Sting.
I think Paul Weller's got a new one, but it was all right. I think Sting's got a new one. And I'm like, what is that, mate? Something weird. I don't know. Right, should we crack on with a couple of emails then?
Was that a joke? Christmas joke? Crack on.
Yeah, Christmas cracker.
Or was it a drug joke?
I don't understand the drug reference. I'm not a druggie.
Oh, okay.
What does crack on mean?
Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine. Crack on. Yeah. So anything to do with crack? No, it was an arse joke, mate. It was an arse joke.
Oh God, I didn't get it. Should have got it.
Yeah, should have got that one, mate. Right, first one says it's for you. It says, Todd, mate. Who is your favourite band or artist?
I know it's for me because you weren't going to. The first one is for me. Has that ever happened before? What's my favourite ever band or artist?
Yeah.
There's a few, but if I had to say one, Beach Boys.
Okay. And then it says, all right, nice one. What is their worst song?
Kokomo.
To be fair, yeah, that is. I knew you'd have that on the tip of your tongue.
There's actually probably worse, but that's the worst one that was famous.
That's one that you seem to get pissed off about the most.
I just don't want people...
I've heard you say that a few times.
I even don't like that people just associate Beach Boys with just the summer hits like Get Around, which I actually like. But I don't like the people that that's all the Beach Boys are. I definitely don't want people associating the Beach Boys with Kokomo in the 1980s, where Brian Wilson wasn't even anything to do with the band.
No? No. Is it a Kokomo? Is it that one?
Yeah, it's a song goes, that's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Way down in Kokomo.
Ooh, I'm gonna make it. I think it's quite good. I quite like it. I've got that.
I probably wouldn't hate it as much if I didn't like the Beach Boys. I just don't like that the Beach Boys got so much really good music, and then that's associated with it. Like it's probably not. It's probably alright for just like a little fun song or whatever, but not for me.
Oh, fair enough. Next question says, is it true that you once fell down the gap in the tube in the underground?
Think I'd fit. My name's Big Mac.
No, but you could get your ankles caught down there, couldn't you?
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. I'm pretty light on my feet.
Do you know anyone that's ever done that? For something that is so like...
Yeah, but that's why, isn't it? Because everyone reads the signs.
Because everyone reads the signs. Maybe they're just really good signs. Yeah. But I've never heard anyone have any problems falling down this gap. Honestly, when I first went down to London, I heard about this gap. I was expecting the gap to be fucking massive. Yeah. And you go and have a look, and it's not massive, is it? How you thinking, how the fuck does anyone fall down there? Obviously, don't fall down the gap. Yeah. Obviously, don't shove you don't slide tackle a train. Obviously, when you're getting on a train, just make sure you step onto the train. Don't just like shove your foot down the side of it. Obviously, has anyone? I've been on trains before.
How many deaths have been caused by people falling in the gap?
Well, all I'm saying is I've been on a train before in Birmingham. I've been on a train before, and in Birmingham we don't have to say mind the gap of the trains. It just seems to be on the underground that Londoners are so stupid that they need a massive sign all over the place saying mind the gap. Could
be a bit as well because they all ram on. There's loads of them, so they're all ramming on the train, aren't they?
Maybe, I don't know. But that seems a bit overkill to me. And as I said, I've never known anyone fall down the gap.
There's a woman outside rummaging in my bins. I'm assuming that's her job. She's
There's a woman outside rummaging in your bins.
Well, I don't get it because she's just taking my bin away. The stuff from my bin away.
And she's not a bin man.
Well, she's taking my bin. Well, she's not. Is she? She's an old lady. And we do have bin men in the mornings because I know because they're called for bins. She's probably just taking some plastic or something. She's taking some stuff out of my bin anyway, and she's taking it away in a cardboard box.
Unless it's the police doing some forensic evidence.
Yeah, she's not taking like the whole bag. She's just taking some stuff out and whatever. Have it.
You just let her crack on, mate. Crack on.
Yeah.
All right. Last one says, "Is it true that you're allergic to sausages?"
Is anybody allergic to sausages? Is anybody allergic to meat, actually?
There's definitely someone allergic to meat. Of course, there must be. People are allergic to loads of stuff.
That's that. But there's
got to be someone. I mean, I'm not saying a lot of people, but there's got to be someone in the world that's allergic to meat.
Mm-hmm. I've never heard it. I've never heard anyone say they're allergic to meat. Sausages doesn't make any sense, does it? Because sausages aren't necessarily pork sausages even. You can have any kind of sausage, can't you? So what, just the shape?
Is it true that you're allergic to pork sausages?
No, it's not.
No, okay. All right, fair enough. Just checking that.
All right. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all the emails for today.
Okay. Well, for some reason, yours are all different types of topics. All mine have been sent about Christmas. People must just be like on a Christmas. Yeah. What's your favourite Christmas song?
The Darkness, Don't Let the Bells End.
Is that actually?
What does it mean? What's your favourite Christmas song? What does it mean?
What would you like the most?
I like that one a lot, but there's obviously a lot of other ones, aren't there? My favourite one always used to be Slade. Or when I was a kid, it always used to be Slade. That used to be my favourite.
I actually don't have that one on my Crazy Christmas Mad Mix by Todd or something, whatever it is. I'll add the bells.
Crazy Christmas Mad Mix. Fucking hell.
By Todd. I'll put it on. I'll put the Bells End on. My favourite probably like Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Judy Garland version, and Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was expected. very old ones from you.
Sleigh Rides Class.
What does that one go like? Sleigh Ride. I feel like I don't
Your
know.
cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy and cozy all week. We'll huddle up together like two birds of a feather would be.
Yeah, I do know that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's alright, yeah.
I
I like some of the old ones.
It'll be lonely this Christmas. That's pretty good, isn't it? Without you to hold. It's not even by Elvis. Is that the one?
Yeah, it's Mud.
Mud, yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to think that was Elvis, and then I think I got to about 18, and then I was trying to add it to. I think I had Spotify, and I was trying to add it to it. I was like,
Actually, another one I really like. I don't like the song that much, but it's when we go driving home for Christmas. Yeah, and one of the lines in it, he goes,
yeah,
"Look at the driver
bloke
next to me.
next to me. He's doing the same as me.
He's doing the same."
Yeah. Chris,
Makes me laugh.
Is that Chris Rea or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, class song.
So-
I like Christmas thingy as well. Christmas rap or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, Chris by
Is it
Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow, and there's another one by
Christmas in Hollies.
Christmas in the Hollies by Run DMC.
Yeah,
I do like
yeah,
those
not
ones.
bad.
They're pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're all right, yeah. Yeah, when Father Christmas turns up, starts just chilling out, having drinks with them. Why is Christmas the most wonderful time of the year?
Why is it the most wonderful time of the year?
Yeah.
I mean, it is the best one, isn't it? You can't say it's not the best. It's the biggest and the best one. So all the people that have got all their little celebrations, Christmas has outdone you.
Yeah.
People like you can't. I mean, you can get jealous of it, but it is the biggest one. So that is the main thing I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So they've somehow managed to be the biggest one. I don't know. They've got Santa Claus.
Spring Festival's pretty big, but only in Asia.
Yeah, it's a bit like English and Chinese, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
English is the best language. Chinese is pretty big, but mostly in Asia.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what I mean.
If you could ask Father Christmas one thing, what would it be?
If I could ask him for one thing, what would it be? Just world peace.
Fucking, that's rubbish. What do you call Father Christmas?
What do I call him? Was this inspired by the gadget question last week or whenever it was?
Huh? I can't remember it.
What the different names for gadget are? Father Christmas. Different names for Father Christmas are.
Oh,
There's not many names for Father Christmas. What have you got? Father Christmas, Santa. That's it, isn't it? Saint Nick. Yeah. I do not call him Little Saint Nick. I do not. There's no way I've ever said, "Oh, what did Little Saint Nick get you this year?"
No.
Little
Little Saint Nick is the most popular Beach Boys Christmas song.
Yeah, but isn't that what he's called?
Well, yeah, but that's like.
Oh, they just call him Big Saint. Oh, they're being ironic because he's a big fat bloater.
I guess so.
No, I just call him. I'd call him Father Christmas. I think
Yeah, me too.
that's what I'd call him.
What's better on top of a tree, a star or an angel?
I used to have an angel when I was a kid. You know, you've got like the main tree, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then there's like a little tree that they let the kids kind of just do in case you mess it up and it looks like shit.
No, we didn't have that.
They say, "Oh, that's the kids' tree," you know, it's alright. The stuff that they gave us to decorate that tree was atrocious. It was like it must have been like 60 years old. Like it must have been from the wartime. Older. Must have been older than that.
Yeah.
And there was an angel in it. What we used to put at the top of it, and it used to look like obviously, it was a white dress at one point, but it was just brown and dirty. Her hair was all like raggedy and stuff like that. She looked absolutely vile, and we used to put that angel, which is supposed to be the main attraction, on the top of the tree, and it looked disgusting.
We used to have an angel as well. So from then on, just because of that, I don't really like stars on trees anymore. But if I'd been brought up with a star, I'd probably prefer stars, I guess.
I mean, stars are just a little bit boring, aren't they? I mean, an angel's a bit more interesting, but
Yeah. But you got to have a good angel, because some angels, like you say, might be wank.
yeah, that wasn't a good angel. All right, well, thanks. That was the email for this week. Should we crack on with the news?
Yeah. Let's crack on.
Let's crack on, shall we? It's another drug arse related
Christmas
joke there. Right, first one. Oh, there's some weird stuff. There's some weird people in the world, isn't there? Right, let me read out the headline.
Hold on. What did Father Christmas say to the white, naked boy taking drugs and about to eat his Christmas lunch?
Has he got the word crack in the answer?
Or you cracker?
Oh, cracker. Yeah, I mean, well, we
Just made it up. We just made it up.
Yeah, I mean that's a sort of. If anyone does want an entertainer that can come up with, quick.
Actually, I shouldn't pretend. Oh, that was a lie. I did find that in my Christmas cracker, so shouldn't lie.
You found that in your Christmas cracker.
Yeah. Cracker joke.
Which Christmas cracker was that?
No, this was the joke. It's a cracker joke.
You've been pulling that out of crackers.
Yeah, exactly.
You put what kind of crackers?
Christmas cracker.
Christmas cracker. All right.
Yeah.
Not a cracker. Not a white crackhead cracker.
No.
All right. This is we've got the name for this podcast, the Christmas cracker. Right. Every time now I'm going to hear Christmas cracker, I'm going to think of a white drug addict in the snow. And you say, it's a Christmas cracker, dog. And it's just a little skinny white guy just doing some drugs outside.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, there's news. Back into the news. Bong. All right. Man sets up OnlyFans account to post pictures of him masturbating on the tube and urinating on seats.
Did he do it, or did he just set it up in order to do that?
Nah, he did it, and he's in jail. I'll put the picture of him up, and he looks like a psycho.
Did he get many fans?
I can't. Well, that's what I'm thinking. How on earth did he get any fans? And then you read the article, and you think you're going to find out that it's not really true. It gets worse when you read the article. So they found out. So they arrested him. He went under the pseudonym The Public Pisser. Published
so they don't know it's him.
Yes, so he gets away with it. But apparently, he must have just been on the tube, just going around pissing everywhere, and like not even giving a fuck, because a plainclothes police officer found him doing it and arrested him. It's not like they didn't even track him down. He was just pissing in front of someone. So he mustn't have even bothered doing it on an empty car. He must have just been doing it in front of people, wanking and pissing. So he arrested him, and turns out he's got kiddie porn on his phone. So,
funnily enough, Brett Finch, probably no one will know these, but Brett Finch has been caught with sharing child abuse stuff. No one knows who Brett Finch is. Never mind. Carry on.
Who's Brett Finch?
He played rugby league. He won the rugby league. Did he play for Queensland and
Brett Finch.
And Melbourne Storm, perhaps. Yeah.
Let me just get a picture of him. Well, you read out your first bit of news. All
right. Actually, I've only got one, but it's quite funny. There's a new type of football called Kubipan soccer.
Yeah.
I was reading it as they said it, so I didn't change it to football. But basically, have a guess what it is. It's in Japan. So what do you think?
Kubipan soccer.
Kubipan soccer, yeah.
Kubipan soccer, right? It's where you dress up as little cute bears and then you play football.
Yeah, no, but it is something to do with how they dress. They play football with trousers pulled up to their neck.
Right.
So they just look like long pair of legs, basically.
Does that really affect how they play it, though? It's not like...
I guess so, because they have to kind of crouch down a bit, otherwise their trousers get pulled down from the necks, don't they?
Okay. Oh, I found out who Brett Finch is. Yeah, I do recognise him. He used to do... It was about a while ago, and then he started doing punditry. I've seen him on TV a few times. Mm-hmm. Brett Finch.
Rugby league players, I reckon they should just do a sweep of all their laptops and phones, because they'll find some shit. Because every other week I'll hear some bad stuff about rugby league players in Australia.
Or is it just Australia, though? I think
England's
got some bad ones as well. I think it's...
true.
I mean, you don't want to generalise, but it does seem that, rugby league players especially do seem to be... I'm sure they're more of a laugh than rugby union players. But yeah, they do seem to be... and they've all got tattoos all over them, haven't they?
Yeah. And I think that when they finish their playing careers, they just go mental. They just start taking drugs and whatever, and then just go mad,
Yeah. All right, anyway, let's move on from that. All right, next bit of news. This is a good one. Stunned woman discovers crucified figure of Christ in pith of peeled tangerine. What do you reckon about that?
Oh, she's just in the shape of fucking Christ. It's another bit of trash.
Well, I'm looking at the picture now, and that looks like every orange I've ever eaten in my life. Surely everyone's seen a Christ in the pith of peeled tangerine.
Yeah. I saw earlier there was I think that journalists have a laugh as well, trying to mislead people. It was a picture of Usyk, like the heavyweight champion, one of the heavyweight champions, next to a picture of Tyson Fury going. Usyk reveals his ultimate opponent, despite the huge size gap next to Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
It's not even Tyson Fury. It's Canelo Alvarez who's lighter than him. Yeah. So the picture of Tyson Fury is just completely there to throw people off. He's got nothing to do with the article.
Well, we've talked about this before, haven't we? Yeah, they do. 100% they do that. Clickbait and what have you.
I don't even see why though. Like it's a bit of if he was fighting Alvarez, it'd be a draw. Like I think just do it for a laugh.
No, it's because people who know boxing know that he's probably not going to be fighting. No one has ever heard that he's fighting Tyson Fury. If they knew, who's the other guy? Who's the guy that he's really fighting?
Alvarez, who's not even in his weight group.
No, but the people probably know that he's fighting him, or there's rumours that he's fighting him. However, the people have never heard that he's fighting Tyson Fury. So they see that picture and they're like, hang on a minute, he's fighting Tyson Fury. I've got to find out about that.
I purposely don't click on any of these things. I don't want to contribute to this disease.
Yeah, so I think everyone, guys, can we all get together and let's end clickbait. Let's end it.
Yeah.
I know it's full on deaf ears because as soon as you see a title that you're thinking, hang on a minute, what's going on there? You're clicking straight on it. But let's all try. Right, my last piece of news before we move on. Have you got any Far East news this week? Tell me.
That was Far East news, wasn't it? That was in Japan.
So that you just thrown Far East is. Fuck's sake! You just ruined the.
Do you want to do it again?
Well, okay, let me just do mine and then we'll play the jingle and you can read it again. Okay. Fuck's sake, man.
Just put it on the front of it.
This is a bit of good field, good news, this is.
Yeah.
World's first penis transplant patient, 21, brought back to life with amazing op. That's good, isn't it?
So is this clickbait too? I mean, is it just chance? Is he just been brought back to life because he had a heart attack? He just happens to be the world's first penis. Well,
from what I imagine, because I didn't read the whole story, is the brought back to life was in inverted commas. I would imagine that's like him saying, I've got a new lease of life now, I've got a penis. Okay. I don't think he's really brought back to life.
Yeah.
But when I did read that, I was like, hang on a minute, how'd you get brought back to life with a penis transplant? Yeah. But still, 21-year-old South African patient whose identity has been kept confidential.
I bet he looks dodgy though.
Has had his penis transplanted. That seems good.
I bet it looks really dodgy. Can he still feel anything though?
He has had an erection and he's ejaculated. He's checked it out. He went home, had a wank, and confirmed to the doctor.
He didn't just go home and have a wank, did he? That's a mistake. Immediately after operation, you've said it. You're pulling it off there, aren't you?
What are you going to do?
Give it a few weeks.
No, you can't help yourself. You're like, I need to find out.
Oh yeah, his stitches are out. I bet they told him try not to even get an erection. He's gone straight home and started yanking on it. Fucking that didn't happen.
Yeah, but I bet he took care of it. Yeah. But that's like buying a new thing and just be like, no, you can't use it for 3 weeks. But I've got to try it out. I've got to at least test it out.
No, it's not. It's like having a shoulder operation and then go down, keep your arm thing going, and you whoa, let's go. Let's go partying.
Well, I don't know.
And I reckon
he works anyway. He works.
I reckon it probably looks terrible, but he's got a good story. He tells all the girls that it's the first transplant to get a bit of interest. They're like, oh, I've never seen a transplanted one before. He's like, it looks ugly, but at least that proves that it's a real transplant. Do you want to see it happen?
And you're like, well, you're not going to see many knobs like this.
I once saw in Japan, in a ladyboy bar, the ladyboy who had an operation show me the operation taking place. She had a video of it and showed it me.
I remember that.
Fucking hell, I didn't look at that for very long. That was disgusting.
Who likes videos of surgery on them? Like to go around showing people.
Oh no.
Whatever body part it is, why are you going around showing people your surgery? It's not right.
Why do you want to look at it yourself?
Yeah. I remember that. All right, let's move on to the Far East news. Play the jingle.
That's the problem in it. But I don't.
No, it's not the problem, is it? Because you can just go. You can just go now.
I'm going then. Right. So there's a new type of football, which they've called cubby pan soccer, which is when.
Let me guess. Do they have cubby pants? So it's something to do with pants, and pants in America means trousers. Cubby, I reckon, means all the way up to your chin. I reckon it's pants trousers that goes all the way up to the neck.
One, I didn't ask you to guess, and two, that's a mental guess. No, that's not what cubby pan soccer is.
It's not what it is. Did I listen?
Okay, it is what it is, but you're not meant to know yet. So they put it up to the neck. So they just look like they've got a pair of long legs, and they run around playing football. So they just stretch them up. I guess there's a rule where if it falls back below, you can't. So you got to try and keep them up. And I guess you got to be quite careful because you can fall over quite easily as well. So you probably got to be quite careful with that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So I think just like actually though, I did see some. It was like a new fashion trend in Japan. These trousers pulled over your neck that I saw the other week. So I guess now they're just like starting to go overboard with it, and there's football teams, and I reckon Japanese are probably the best in the world at cubby pan soccer.
Probably. Right, you said this is a new sport.
Yeah.
How many people play this? Is this more than 10 people playing the sport?
I guess it's 5 aside, and I saw a picture of it.
5 aside, yeah. So is there more than 10 people playing this sport in the world?
I don't know. I saw 5 people on it and I didn't click on it because I thought it might be clickbait, and I'm not clicking on clickbait things anymore.
All I'm saying is, at school we made up new sports.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that it would have been classed as like, an international sport.
Yeah, well, yours didn't make the news, did they? So maybe
but would it have made the news now?
I didn't read about how many people are playing it, but
5 lads in Wolverhampton.
If I know Japan and I do, then it'll kick off this well.
It will kick off, yeah.
Jokes are flying in today.
Jokes, puns galore today. Yeah. It will kick off. Right.
But the thing is though, like, it's hard to start a new sport, so I reckon they're probably going to need a leg up.
Yeah. So you got any more? Please.
Yeah. So the problem is though, with them starting this new with this new sport, some people, not necessarily me, are going to think it's a bit pants.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Pants. Yeah, cubby pants. Not good. Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right. Did you know you can hypnotize a rooster?
No.
That caught you by surprise, didn't it? Right.
I was thinking, did I know it? And then I realised.
I watched a video of it as well. I watched a couple of videos on different people doing it. So unless everyone's faking it, I don't know how they would fake it. Mm-hmm. It looks legit. Basically, you get a rooster and you shove its head on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's basically staring forwards. Oh God, wait.
Yeah.
My video's just gone off. Right, let's restart the video.
Yeah, I'll just keep mine going.
I'll just get that done. Right, did you know that you can hypnotise a rooster? Part 2.
Yeah.
Right, so what it is, you get a rooster's head.
I did, yeah. I found out a couple of minutes ago. You
get the rooster's head and you shove it down on the ground.
Yeah.
Right? And you draw a line on the floor from its nose or its beak or whatever, backwards. So it kind of like, its eyes are like fixated on your fingers, isn't it? So then obviously it goes forwards. And you just like must go like really cross-eyed or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, just like gets hypnotised and just goes in a weird little trance and doesn't move.
Serious question though. Can you also hypnotise hens?
I don't think so, because I googled that and it didn't come up with anything.
How about birds, turkeys, or just roosters?
I've never tried it. I mean, you could try that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Can you hypnotise people?
I think so. Yeah. That is something that, considering how old I am, I've not researched enough into that, because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Is that
but
bullshit?
I watched a hypnot. Now I'm sure. Yeah. I think it depends on the hypnotism. There's probably some hypnotism where they just put you to sleep and then they speak to you while you're asleep, and maybe something can influence you. Okay, I can see there could be something like that, like when you're in a coma and it's nice to have people keep saying nice stuff to you, not just slagging you off. But I've seen some of those like TV shows where they're having people do what they say and they just look like bad actors. Yeah. I don't believe that shite. But then I've also seen it on a holiday before where people were doing it. I think people just feel embarrassed not to do it. I
haven't seen it actually because I didn't go to it. This is what I regret. When I was at university, there was a hypnotism night. I didn't go. But then the whole uni was saying that it was real.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there, so I can't confirm or deny it.
Yeah, I just think if everyone else is dancing around you and the hypnotist does this, you don't want to go in front of all the people. Nah, mate. I'm not doing that.
Well, no, because the people that they hypnotised, I'm sure would have liked to have fucked the hypnotist over. Yeah. You know the people I know from university. A lot of all the rugby players would have loved nothing more to have took the piss out of the hypnotist. Yeah. And they were doing stuff like weird stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe then. Okay, we'll do some research into this.
I do think that it's real, but that's what as I said, I didn't go to the night. I can't confirm it, but from what I've heard, it does sound a bit legit.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I got some inventions.
All right, let's get the invention section back up and running then.
Okay. So one of them's a slipper that feels like water. So people like pay to have these little things that they put the feet in, and then you only use them once. But it's a slipper that's it's made of like a jelly-like substance, and you can keep it warm, so it just feels all nice on your foot, and then you can walk around with it. It just feels like you're walking in water everywhere.
Right. Is that okay? Anything else to add to that?
No.
So you've done. So let me say there. So you've done what you normally do with your inventions and not invented anything. I'm
not like an engineer or a scientist or anything.
You want a jelly?
It's like a jelly type thing, but it just rests on your foot and goes round it, and then you can just walk around with it, and you go roll, 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 and then when you sit down,
how's it going to stay warm?
A little switch that you can put on if you want it warm. You don't have to have it warm.
A little switch,
a little switch, and then it heats it. Like I guess a little bit like a thingy pillow would.
A what pillow?
Like one of those heated pillows that you sleep.
Heated pillow. Yeah, but they're plugged into the mains electricity.
Not a heated, not a heated pillow. A water bottle. That's what I meant. A bit like that.
A hot water bottle.
Yeah, a bit like that. So you just put a thing, and then.
Right. Okay. So I've got. So
I've got two different ideas for it. Okay, one's like a hot water bottle. The one's got a little switch. Depends how you.
That could work though. To be fair, if you just basically what you need is a shoe.
Yeah.
What's got like a hot water bottle inside, it just goes around your feet, and then you just pour the hot water in, and then you walk around, and obviously yeah, there you go. That's quite good to see. So you could invent that for next Christmas.
Yeah, I think that's quite good.
I'm having a bit of money off that because I've basically got the final solution of that.
Yeah, okay. So that could work.
We'll sort out a cut later.
Another one is I've realised that some people either have spades or like dumper trucks, but there's nothing really in the middle. Like you don't always want to use a dumper truck for doing your garden. You can't. It's too heavy duty, and sometimes like using a spade can take ages. Like it's hard work, especially for old people. So it's somewhere in the middle. It's like a handheld dumper truck. So it's like a spade.
Handheld dumper truck.
It's like a spade, but you put it in the floor, and then you just press a button, and it does the lifting bit yourself. So you just go, and then it does it. So like it makes it easier for you, but you don't have to like go full on with the dumper truck.
Oh, you know what I think's better? Them little mini dumper trucks is what you need. A remote control mini dumper truck.
Okay, that could work too.
And the old person can just sit down there with a cup of tea, with the little remote controls. And
the problem with that is like when you want to do a bit of gardening, sometimes you need to have a bit of control yourself. But the dumper truck it might just be uprooting all your plants. And if you've got like a handheld one, you put it there. I want it exactly there, and then it'll just get that bit up.
Yeah, that's the noise it's going to make, is it?
Something like that. Okay, I got two more.
Yeah.
Well, this one
keep them coming, mate. Keep them coming.
This one's for like fat people, people who go to Weight Watchers and stuff.
Yeah. So
it's a little magnet you put under your foot, or like something you put under your foot. So when you go on the scales, it makes you a little bit lighter than you are. And then everyone's like, "Oh, look, you're actually not very heavy. You've done really well this week. Well done, have a prize."
Yeah. Well, I can tell you right now, that's not where your money's going to come from. Because there's another demographic that could make a lot more money out of that. Have a think about it. Who else needs that?
Okay.
The penny's dropping now.
Okay. So that's a good idea. Now that makes it an even better idea.
Do you remember when that woman did it? Naked.
No, to get a couple of pounds off.
Well, that's what she did, that's what she said she did, but she didn't really do that. What she did was she got her two people to hold a towel in front of her so no one could see her.
Yeah.
And so she got naked.
Yeah.
But really, the reason why she was doing that was so she could hold on the towel a little bit and like pull herself up.
Oh.
So she was like, they were pulling the towel really taut, pretending that they were just covering her. And she was, but then about after it happened, everyone on the internet obviously realised what happened because they could see it in the video. Yeah. But once it's been recorded, apparently you're not allowed to go back and change it then. Because obviously her weight could have changed after that. So they can't reweigh her.
It's ridiculous.
And she was like, oh yeah.
I've got one more, which isn't really. It's very, very easy to do, but I think it was just a little bit of a funny gift for Christmas. Not necessarily a gift from what you might buy. Wrapping paper that looks like coal. She has a little wrapping paper that looks like coal for Christmas. It's a little banter from Father Christmas in it. Oh no, Mom, I got coal for Christmas. I've been a bad boy. Just that's Santa having a little laugh with you.
Yeah, no, it's quite good. I mean, I'd imagine. I feel like that must have already happened, but yeah, that could be quite
I've never seen it before, so
yeah, get that.
So they're my inventions anyway.
All right. I mean, the only one, and I don't want to put you down. The coal one could happen. Like that is all right. Yeah. Problem is, I don't think you're gonna make millions off wrapping paper. And the rest of them, I think you've got a few things to sort out.
I think the slipper that feels like water. I've only thought about them today. They're not like. It's not like I've only thought about them half an hour before a podcast because I thought, let's think of some ideas. So they're very much in stage one, but I think that they could work in the end. I did see an idea that you might want to do if you want to start a gym in Thailand. I was walking around the other day and I saw a gym called Fit Pub. So that's an oxymoron.
Oh yeah.
But it gave me an idea. Right.
What's
so
the idea?
You serve beers in there, right, in this gym.
Yeah.
But if you want a beer, you find out how tall they are or whatever. You work out the BMI.
They've got to burn it off first.
You got to do a run and you count your calories. When you get it, you can have your beer. So you could even have it pour in your beer as you're running with the treadmill, like using like some kind of energy. So you don't even need to use whatever. And then you have your beer at the end.
Well, they do it like when I was working at the gym. Yeah, they've got things now that power themselves. So like, there's a treadmill that people go on. Because a lot of people used to come back to me and go, "Oh, the treadmill's not working." I'm like, "No, you got to run on it a bit first."
So when you're running, it slowly pours your pint.
Yeah.
It's really good. That is.
Yeah. All right. Right. Before we move on to the story.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Grand Prix?
No.
Have you heard about this Grand Prix?
No, I've just seen people complain about it, and I'm in two minds because Hamilton's British, but I think he's a knob.
Yeah, well, he's a knob, isn't he? But that's not what I don't watch motorsports. But everyone was just kept going on about it, going, "Oh mate, this is the best. Like, you got to watch this." So he's like, "This has never happened before, and never happened again." So basically, do you know much about it? What's happened?
I know they were really close all along, and Hamilton couldn't get past him.
Yeah, so the whole season they've been like neck and neck, haven't they? And it's it's basically like Liverpool, Man City going into the final game on level points. They're playing each other. Winner wins the season, whatever. So Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton, he just bombs it off, wins and just bombs it and just wins the race basically. Like he's well ahead. He was like 30 seconds ahead or whatever. Just caning it, whatever. And then obviously it's a bit more like tactics and stuff, isn't there? So like the changing the tyres and stuff. So so the guy behind him changed his tyres, but Hamilton was like, they're like, well, you're 30 seconds ahead, just stay on the same tyres, and then you haven't got a...
Surely you just go toe to toe with him from that point. If you're 30 seconds ahead, just copy what he does, and then he can't get past you.
No, because you can get caught up in stuff like that. There's a bit more to it than that.
Oh,
but anyway, but what happened was, I think that he might have done that. So that they're both. So that's basically that's kind of what he was trying to do. But what happened was, twice this happened. Someone crashed the car, didn't they?
Okay, and that's why he lost, because there was because it just like closed everyone up.
Yeah. So the first person crashed the car. And whilst that car was crashed, so the first one wasn't a huge issue, but what it meant was the people behind him were allowed to just change the tyres, but he couldn't change his tyres because then because he's the head, he's the first, he's got to make the decision first because he goes past the pit lane first, so they can't do it but then it gives the people behind him a chance to change the tyres, doesn't it? And that wasn't like a huge issue. That was only like a couple of laps, but then right at the end, someone properly smashed the car up, and it was all over the track. So basically, they had to slow the whole race down, and then everyone behind him caught up with him, right? And also everyone behind him all changed the tyres. Yeah. And he's on these tyres that have been going for like 50 laps, and they've just got fresh tyres. And on top of that, they put really fast tyres on because there's different types of tyres and all that in there. So there's like fast tyres and endurance, but it's a terrible sport. So basically, it just came down to, and then right at the end, they just so
he completely outraced them and just lost based on
basically what happened was there's one lap they put the other person that has been going with all season. They said you've got one lap, but you've got faster tyres, and he's got really old tyres that have been going for 50 laps. And that's literally what it was. So one lap we were allowed to do. So the only way I can summarise it is he's basically been hit by the racing F1 equivalent of, the blue shell in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And the twat, it's just gone past him right at the end.
It's freaking ridiculous.
So look, there's got to be more to it than that, and there's obviously some people that think that it's a good sport, but I don't understand how that can be a sport. It's entertaining for sure, but it's not.
I prefer to watch them in slow cars that didn't get smashed up, and all the cars were the same. Like, I'm not even bothered about how fast the car goes. Who cares? Once you get over 100 miles per hour, it's all pretty fast. Who cares?
Do you know how fast they go? They go fast. When you see it, and they go around the little corners, and you can see them really slow down in the corners.
Yeah.
I watched it, and they were showing like the speed of it. They're going around them corners at about 80 miles an hour. And when you go in a car at, let's say, I think when about 100 miles an hour, if you get over 100 miles an hour, that feels fucking too fast in a car, obviously on the road. Because obviously, I've never done that.
You've never been
I did it. I did it in Germany when it was illegal.
Yeah.
I've never done it anywhere else. And that feels too strange. And they're basically going. That's their slow bit. So it's unbelievable the speeds that they're going at.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I won't be watching that again.
Yeah. Wank. Okay. The end of the story today.
Yeah.
Climax.
So the finale, the season finale of the metaverse.
We should have told them that at the beginning, and then they've all been like all telling their mates to come quick because it's the finale. They don't want to miss it. Yeah. So in the end, in the last one, you just described how this base is like really, really well.
It's underground base, yeah.
Yeah, and they're really well
pretending
disguised.
To be robots. Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex had his head chopped off. Todd's in there, and that Todd's the other robot. And then
Alex is still alive though. For anyone that's thinking that he's not.
Yeah. His head's... We don't hear much from him.
We don't hear much from him. Oh right, okay. He's been written out of the story. Right, go on.
The leader of the base approached Olivier.
Yeah.
You know that, Todd? I think he might be a robot. I can't read it. All my phone's in the way. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he is, but he's not as bad as the rest of them. Just keep him down here. He might be useful, replied Olivier. No, said the leader, and plunged his destroyer sword clean through Todd. The room fell silent. The hush only broken by the clunk of metal upon metal as Todd crashed to his knees. Crimson red eked out of his metal-encased body, and as the sword withdrew, so too did a river of blood and the wheezy, coughing voice that uttered, "I really am a human." Even deeper undercover than you. Another crash signalled the end for Todd, and the leader spoke up. That's why I told you all we shouldn't go overboard with this undercover shit. Olivier was flabbergasted. You must have known I was a human too. Yeah, I did. I could see the label hanging outside your jeans, said Todd. Oh, shut up, said Olivier, and kicked him in the head. But as he did so, his helmet slid off and revealed the message on the underside of its small peak. Human spy working for the Nakmakawalo force. Shit, fuck, bastard, oh my god, came shouts in unison. He's led them right to us. Fuck you, Olivier. The sound of tyres, mechanical voices, the loading of weapons could be heard from outside. Time for Plan X, said the leader. Plan X? Asked Olivier. Yeah, we've already tried plans A to W. Great, thought Olivier. We're going to blow ourselves up, taking the whole city with us. They won't take us out without taking us out, without taking them out too. Fuck that, thought Olivier, and ran over to Todd. What can I do? Take this. The robots will trust you as a spy like me, and tell them of Plan X. Olivier took the microchip handed to him and hid it under his scrotum. He slunk out through the hidden entrance and screamed to the Nakmakawalos. They're down there! They're going to destroy the city! Take them out now! They did. And from that day, Olivier has been working undercover for the robots. He gets free food and accommodation and realised that the robots aren't so bad after all. The end.
Well, that certainly had a twist to it. Yeah. That certainly had a twist to it. Fair play. Yeah. Okay. Fair play. So
in the
all's
end,
well that ends well.
It ended all right for Olivier.
Yeah, not too bad. Works undercover for the Nakmakawalus.
I didn't really think that they were going to get anywhere anyway. They didn't seem very clever, that underground group. And
stupid really, weren't they? Daft.
It's in the future. Get on with it. Move on with the times.
Yeah. You got to accept robots are going to take over the world. That's
the moral of the story, really.
Don't fight technology is the moral of the story, I think, isn't it? Don't fight technology.
That's one of them, and the other one is what's that Bob Dylan song where it goes, "Get out of the
times are changing."
Yeah, times are changing. Get out of the old one if you can't lend a hand. So,
yeah. So anyone that's been a stick in the mud and not letting old Mark Zuckerberg carry on with his metaverse, times are changing. Get over it.
Maybe they wouldn't have killed them all and made them into slaves if they just got with them and said, "Yeah, let's help out, work together."
Yeah.
All right.
I think that was one of our better stories.
Really?
Well, compared to what they've all been about that level, haven't they?
Well, I don't know. What was the last one? I feel like probably because not remembering it probably shows something. I thought the last one wasn't that good. I thought the first one was all right. Second one was. I thought the first one was good. Second one was all right. I think the third one wasn't very good.
It's where it went downhill, wasn't it?
What was the third one? I can't even remember it, so it can't be.
It can't be that good, can it?
This one, I think, had good and bad moments, but I think in the end, the ending was all right. So, the third one was about was the fucking one? No, it was the one where we had to. Oh no, the third one wasn't that bad. The third one was okay. The fourth one was shit.
What was the fourth one?
The one where we had to keep thinking of different options. Yeah.
Yeah, Burger and Bangkok. Yeah, it's quite hard. That was
because it's just too hard.
So what are we doing next week? You got some ideas, have you?
Yeah, we'll bounce around some ideas. I think we should have some time off the story. We might bring it back in the future, but I think that our heart's not in it as much as before. So we need to get in the future. Let's do it again, but not yet. Let's do something different.
All right. So next week, guys, we've got a new section.
Tune in to find out.
Yeah, whatever. See what happens.
Yeah.
All right. So that kind of brings us to the end of the Christmas cracker. Quick question for you. Have you got a pair of jeans on? Obviously you haven't. You know a pair of jeans? Have you got any? You haven't worn any for ages, have you, probably?
I haven't worn any for a long time, but I have some, yes.
Right. What this is what I've always thought about since I was a little kid. What the hell is that little tiny pocket that you've got in the jeans? You know what I mean? You've got a normal pocket and you've got a little
the one in the front.
No, not the front. You got either the right side or the left side. In your normal pocket, there's a little tiny pocket inside the normal pocket. What's that about?
Don't know. I think it's so you can keep. I think it's so you can keep conkers when you're a kid.
You can't. I don't think you can fit a conker in there. I don't think.
Really?
I think you can fit about 50p in there. Maybe
when I was a kid, I used to put my conkers in there.
Really?
Yeah.
How big were your conkers?
Small, because they're the best ones.
They are the best ones. They are the best ones. I had, I had a tiny one. I don't know what. There must be some weird little thing that happens to conkers. What makes them fucking rock solid? I had a conker that could smash stones.
I had mine. My dad picked when I was a baby, and I was using that when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, and they get harder as they get older, and they shrivel.
Yeah, that's what I must have had one like that.
Yeah.
I remember because I'd lost. I can vividly remember what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'd lost at break time, a conker, and then obviously you start doing your next one once it's lost, and I couldn't do it. And I went into the next lesson, and I remember sitting in RE with my screwdriver, shoving it through, and it took me about 3 hours to get the screwdriver through my conker. I was like, fucking hell, this is going to be a hard one, this is. And I was going around smashing kids' conkers up like nothing through the school.
Because they have these big soft ones, and it's just like a bullet going through the middle of them.
Yeah, and the whole school was talking about my conker. And it just destroyed the whole school's conkers.
I had that, and then 2 lads came in. Where one had some kind of fake conker, and then my best mate didn't even tell me. Came in with it. I've told you, I know. His dad worked at Lucas, which does some engineering thing, and he'd filled it with metal. And he got found out. Obviously,
his dad. That's the worst thing. His dad has filled his kid's conker with metal.
Didn't tell me either. I was his best mate. He didn't even tell me.
That's bad, that, isn't it?
And then there's this new conker on the block. He was battering everyone. But how long did he think it was going to last? Like he had gone far. He tried to glue the shell on, but at some point the shell's going to break.
How's the shell going to break?
Yeah, exactly. Eventually,
the shell came off. The shell came off mine. Yeah. People stopped fighting mine because everyone called it the brain. Because it looked like a brain. But I just lost mine. I just lost it.
Yeah.
Honestly, people were like...
I wonder where that conker is now.
I know.
Some lucky bastard.
He's still fucking there.
Some lucky guy will have been running around the house and find a golden conker. Wow.
Yeah. That's like in a film, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a film that hasn't been made.
It's a film idea, isn't it? Yeah. The Brain. It's called The Brain.
Okay.
But yeah, honestly, I can't believe how hard it. I was so confident in it. Some people are like, how hard is it then? I'll just smash it off the floor. I'm like, mate, it doesn't break. It doesn't break. That's how hard it was. I used to smash rocks all the time with it.
So it wasn't an anticlimax after all, was it?
No. It was, honestly, it was just ridiculous. So yeah, that was
55 minutes. 55 minutes.
Yeah, 55 minutes. I think we're getting longer, aren't we? Right, let's wrap this up. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great week. Make sure you get all your Christmas shopping done before everything sells out. Yeah, great. Have a great week.
Yeah, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Go and have a good week. Go and buy lots of gifts. Go and like get your house ready. Go and message that girl that you were scared to message. Go and have some drinks. Yeah,
do it, guys. If there's someone that you're thinking, should I send that risky message to?
Do it.
Just do it. Just send them a message. Say, do you fancy a snog under the mistletoe?
One thing you'll realise when you're older is all those things you're thinking, should I do it, should I not? It doesn't fucking matter now, does it? It doesn't fucking matter one little bit, so do it.
True, that is true. That is true. Anyone young listening to this, which there won't be, what young person's listening to this? All right, let's get off this. Let's get off this.
See ya. Bye.
Right.
Go.
See you later.
Done.
See you later.
Done.